Madam, have you seen this man?
No. What's he done?
Nothing. He's our daddy, and we're lost. We can't find him.
That's the father of my child.
Thank you very much, and good evening, and welcome to the show. This is the last show, and for 6 weeks I've been trying to tell one gag, and I've never had any reason or any chance to tell it, but I'm going to tell it tonight. This is the last chance. There's 3 ladies in Ireland talking about another lady who has never had a child, and one is saying, I think she's inconceivable. The other one said, no, she's unbearable. The other one says, no, she's not, she's impregnable. Before the battle of the Big Horn, the great Sioux chief, Sitting Bull, said to Custer, Hosama, wata, wa, ona, kuyaka hapa. Which in English means, up yours, Custer! I love those things. Have you seen them? When the 7th Cavalry is going to charge, they always say to the bugler, sound the charge, and he goes, what the hell could you blow a bugle on a horse? I was the other day, I was talking about golf. We were chatting about golf. It was a game of golf. We were chatting about the game of golf. We're talking about that ladies have a much different approach to golf than men. For example, ladies on a golf tee will shout 4, score 7, and mark 5. You get a little drunk on a golf course being taught by the pro, and the pro says, all you got to do is put the ball down, roll back, keep your head down, and strike the ball. He said, well, where do you want me to strike it? So strike up in the direction of the flag. And he goes, boom, and the ball goes as straight as a die, up onto the green, and stops about a half an inch from the hole. And they woke up and the drunk said, what do you want to do now? He said, hit it into the hole. He said, why didn't you tell me that in the first place? You get a priest. Not a priest, but there's one priest, and he's a mad fanatic on playing golf. And on Sunday morning, he wakes up at about 5:30, has a look around, sneaks out into the golf course. There's nobody about. And he gets onto the first tee. And as he's just about to play the ball, St. Peter up in heaven is looking down. And he goes, God! God! You didn't know St. Peter was an Irishman, did you? God! And God comes up and he says, what do you want? He said, look at that fella, that priest, playing golf on the Sabbath. I'm going to punish him. And God said, I will. And the priest smacks the ball, and it goes right through the air beautifully and drops straight into the hole. A hole in one. And St. Peter said, I thought you said you were going to punish him. He said, I did. He said, how do you mean you punished him? A hole in one punishment? He said, yes. Who can he tell? And a fellow arrives on a golf course, goes to the steward, and he says, is there anybody to play with? And the steward said, there's nobody here today except that young lady down there on the putting green. Go and ask her if she'd like. The fellow goes down and he said, excuse me, miss, I'm on my own. Would you like to play around with me? I don't mean that. I mean, would you like to play a game of golf? She said, I'd love to. And he's proceeded to play. And it's a beautiful day, and the sun is shining, and the birds are twittering, and they play marvelous golf. And they get to the last hole, which is a short hole, and he said to her, he said, you know, this is the best day I've had in years. Super day. You've been super comedy, played great golf. I tell you what, he said, if I play this last hole to par, I will take you out tonight to any theatre you wish to go to, any restaurant, discotheque, the whole evening on me, because I've enjoyed your company so much. And she said, I'll tell you what, he said, because I've enjoyed your company so much, if I play this last hole to par, not only will I go out to the theatre with you, restaurant with you, discotheque with you, but when we're finished, we will come back to my apartment, soft lights, sweet music, and we will allow the mood of the evening to carry us on. He said, fine. He puts the ball down, boom. She puts the ball down, boom. They get to the green, he's down in one, she is in the bunker. He says, I'll give you that. You see, you laughed too quickly there that time. You wound it up too quickly. A little fellow on a golf course in Ireland. There's many great golf courses in Ireland. And he's just about to play off. And he's playing against a man that he hates and he detests in life more than anything else. His whole ambition in life is to beat this man at golf. And he's just about to play off. And onto his shoulder, a leprechaun. And the leprechaun looks at him, he said, would you like to get this hole in one? He said, I would. He said, well, I'll tell you what, he said, I'll sprinkle a little bit of magic. You'll get that hole in one, providing that you make one promise to me. That you will never desire, covet, or need, or want a woman in your life. Will you give me that promise? He said, I will. He puts the ball down, boom, hole in one. 18 holes in 18. He not only beats the fella, he murders him, and he's delighted. At the end of the game, the little leprechaun appears again. He said, you won't forget your promise? He said, no, I won't. He said, you'll never have anything to do with a woman in your life? He said, I never have anything to do with a woman in my life. He said, what's your name? He said, O'Malley. He said, what's your profession? He said, I'm a Catholic priest. You didn't expect that, did you? See, that's the great thing about life, is the unexpected. Have you ever thought, you're sitting there at home and you're thinking, God, what a boring day it is. And you go out and you go around a corner and you meet a fellow you haven't seen for years. And you have a great time. That's the whole joy of life, is the unexpected. And this is shown no way better than in comedy.
A thief broke into the Tate Gallery late last night and got away with several very valuable pictures. As this is the third major art theft this week, police are convinced that a highly skilled picture thief is at large. A police spokesman said that this was one of the most daring raids he'd...
Can we have some quiet, please? Clear set, please. Right, Surrounded Bergerac, scene one, take one.
Majesty, your wife Catherine should have nothing to fear from you and I going for a scamper in the orchard, as you suggest. For you see, sire, you are a man of huge appetites, and you've become very large. I think your days for catching maidens such as I are over. The man who catches me must be fleet of foot and fair of frame. So farewell, fat Henry.
The nearest thing to the stage profession, the court. I go to the court to sit and listen, watch the fellows, watch the barristers. Superb, I love the way they think. Yes, Milord! Name Milord! They're actors. You get the court, the judge.
He said, I see that we have a new counsel for the defense here today, a young man who has never appeared before me. Counsel for the defense, what is your name? The fellow stepped out and said, Bury, my lord. He said, Bury? Bury? How do you spell Bury? He said, B-U-R-Y, my lord. B-U-R-Y. Bury? Surely when somebody dies and you take them to the cemetery, you don't bury them. You bury them. He said, my lord, the name has been in my family for 17 generations. It's always been pronounced Bury. He said, well, my young man, in this court you will be known to me as Berry. Carry on. The case proceeds. And 5 minutes later, the judge stops the proceedings and says, excuse me, Mr. Berry. You find the proceedings of this court amusing? He said, no, my lord. He said, why are you smiling? He said, well, my lord, it is like this. Over there sit 12 true and just men who think they are sitting on a jury. You and I know different. It is often said that crime does not pay, that the long arm of the law will reach out and apprehend the wrongdoers. But even with crime and criminals, the unexpected plays a great deal.
Stocking.
What is it?
No, one stocking. Come on, give me a stocking. That's it. That's it. Come on, stocking. Thank you. Well to Murray.
Okay, come on, up against the wall. A new shot, Harry, come on. Come on, Scarface, Mick, up against the wall. Okay, you guys.
There ain't a prison in the world that can keep me and my boys in.
arrest you in the name of the law. I arrest you in the name of the law.
You'll have to speak up, mate. I'm a bit deaf. Why do I always have to be the one who gets the pull? They all tossed up as to who was the one who wasn't going to do that. He lost. He came back with burnt fingers, a hernia. I'll do something about that buzz, Michael, I'll tell you that. The only person who sits on a stool and gets a hangover. You know, it's a strange thing. We sit here surrounded by men's technical achievements. I mean, there's a camera there that can take a picture and instantaneously transmit it all around the world. Somebody else can flick a switch and the whole place is flooded with lights. I accept this. I don't understand it. I accept it. I don't even know how radio works. I mean, I don't even know how I worked. If it all went off tomorrow, I would finish up in a cave eating raw meat. We owe a great deal to man's ingenuity. Let's take a look at some of man's famous inventions and what inspired them.
Master Caxton, you promised to pay me your arrears of rent as soon as you'd finished inventing your printing press.
I did indeed, landlord, I did indeed. And so I shall.
Thank you.
It works. I can understand it.
What's all the hurry?
It's fantastic. A message from England by the new wireless telegraphy, and I'm the first person to receive it. This will revolutionize all communications.
What does it say?
It says, the notorious murderer, Dr. Crippen, and his female companion, disguised as a boy, are on this ship.
That's it. That's it. Energy from steam. Power by steam. A machine powered by steam. That's it.
What worked on, day and night, year after year, only to fail time and time again. Then, after 3 years of defeat and disappointment, James Watt's dream was finally fulfilled. An engine powered by steam.
Another very important part of the Irish way of life, horse racing. An awful lot of horses now, and we love racing. And you get the trainer talking to the jockey, and he says, "You're on this horse now, boy, and you've got to win. I've laid my life on this horse. If you don't win, I'm ruined. Finished. Gone. Walked upon." The jockey said, "Don't worry for that. Don't worry with me legs across that horse. I'll make him go like a boot out of hay." And the race starts. And they come to the first jump, and he's over, and they come to the second jump, and they're over, and the third jump, and he's over. And he's leading by a neck, coming up to the last jump. Goes over, stumbles. The little jockey's lying on the ground, and he thinks, the trainer will be ruined if I don't. Remounts the horse and gallops on and wins. And runs up to the trainer and said, "I did it, even though I fell. I remounted the horse, and I won." He said, "You remounted the wrong bloody horse." There were two fellas at the dogs. They said, what do you fancy for this one here?" I said, I think trap two for this race. And there's a fellow behind him. He said, "I wouldn't bet on trap 2 if I were you. Trap 5 is a winner. Trap 2 is in there as a blind." He said, "Do you think so?" He said, so they put the money on 5. And it goes down, and 2 wins. So they said, "What about the second race?" He said, I think 1 for this one." He said, "Right, we put the money on 1. Your man's behind him again." He said, "Oh, no. 1 is a terrible lame duck. He's only there as a runner. I wouldn't touch him." He said, "You said that the last time." He said, "The last time I made a mistake, but this time, don't bet 1. Put your money on 6. He said, "What do you think?" He said, "Well, he seems to know an awful lot about it. You better put the money on 6. He says, "Right." Put the money on 6, goes down, 1 wins. They go right through the card. They lose everything. At the end of the race, he said, "How much have you got?" He said, "I got 4 bob." He said, "God, I'm starving. You go and get 2 cheese sandwiches." He says, "Right." He goes off, comes back with 2 ham sandwiches. He said, "I thought you were going to get cheese." He said, "I met that fella again." They say if an Irishman is blessed with the ability to talk, he's kissed the blarney. They say if an Englishman is blessed with the ability to talk, he's a politician. They say if a Scotsman is blessed with the ability to talk, he's sober. There are people of every nation who can sway others by the power of oratory.
Do you have a last request?
I would like to talk to your caballeros
Okay, if you wish.
Hey, Jose, Manuel, Pedro, Juan. Don't you remember me, huh? We were bambinos together. We all played together. Hey, Manuel, you used to chase pretty girls, eh? Jose, I saved you from drowning. If I had not been there, you would be dead. Now, we are the same people. The only difference, you fight for the imperialistic fascist overlords. I fight for freedom. Can you not see that they are raping our country? What is the matter with you? Don't you love your country? Don't you want to walk down the road as a free man? Don't you want to walk down the road with your head held high? I beg of you, brothers, throw away the shackles. Join me in the fight for freedom. See? Hey, Capitan, do you have your last request? That's one for me, actually. In this section of the show, we generally come to a number of sketches which have very little to do with anything else. I give no reason why we should show them. I give no reason why we shouldn't show them. Except to say that if we didn't show them, you wouldn't see them. And we'd like you to see them, so we're going to show them to you. For no reason at all. Left, hold, right, turn, ready, and... There's no doubt about it. He's a real O'Connor.
To be sure.
Hasn't he got his father's hair?
And Grandma O'Connor's nose.
And Uncle Patrick's ears?
And Cousin Myra's eyebrows.
You know, sometimes I think I should never have given him that penknife. Lieutenant Carrada is reporting for duty, sir. Carrada! Welcome to the mess.
Oh, off to the moon again. All systems go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, Michael, well done.
Cigar, Sir Richard? Thank you. Light, Sir Richard? Thank you. Nightcap, Sir Richard? Yes. You like it?
This is orbiting Space Station 420 to Houston Control. Check altitude and position, please.
Houston Control, your altitude is still 100 miles directly above London, England. Your velocity exactly matches that of the Earth. So you have been in parking orbit above London for exactly 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Your little Irish parking meter attendant who got knocked down by a motor car. Not actually knocked down, brushed. And he's lying on the ground. Oh, my legs! Oh, my legs! The boat up, gonna never work again. Oh, no. The fella gets up and he said, there's nothing wrong with you. He said, I know that, and you know that, but I'll take you to court and I'll sue you for thousands of pounds. They don't know it. No, my legs! My legs! I'll go into that court in a wheelchair and I'll get the sympathy of the court and it'll cost you thousands. No, my legs! And the fellow said, all right. He said, you might get away with that. He said, but it means that you'll be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of your life because I'll have a fellow watching you, every move. And if you ever step out of that wheelchair, he'll be onto you. I said, he won't, oh, me legs. Oh, he won't. No, he won't. Because as soon as I'm awarded them thousands of pounds, I'm going to get up to London Airport, I'm going to get a plane to Paris, and I'm going to get a train out of Paris to Lourdes, and you're going to see the quickest miracle you've ever seen. I get a little Yiddish fellow praying in the synagogue saying, God help me. My son went to Israel and became a Christian. And a voice from heaven said, it's funny you should say that. During the last 2 shows, you might have noticed there's been a South American lunatic trying very hard to assassinate a tyrannical dictator. He tried this way.
Where's the plunger? The plunger? I thought you said bring the dynamite.
He failed.
He tried this way. He failed. Here is his final attempt.
Well, it is a time since we have been to the football match.
And I am so excited, and I always should be excited.
Keep the ball up, Shoot! Shoot!
Judas, traitor, turncoat. All words meaning the same thing. To betray. The act of betrayal. The worst sin that man can commit against man, the act of betrayal. I was betrayed! How many times have those words been screamed out of the history books? Most traitors have received, for their betrayal, material rewards. But for the act of treachery, man can be repaid in other ways. Lady of the Lake! Lady of the Lake! I have been commanded by King Arthur to return Excalibur! Why should I? If I were to keep Excalibur, it would make me the most powerful king in the whole of England. I should keep Excalibur and throw my own sword into the lake. Who will know? I.
Perish me, my lord, but kill me not.
Down, strumpet!
But let me live tonight.
It's done, there is no pause. It is too late. I kill thee ere I kiss thee. No way but this. Killing myself to die upon a kiss.
Always said mixed marriages would never work.
Come to me, my knights! There is a man in my kingdom I would have dead. He is too good. He is too obedient. Whatever I ask, he does. Yet I do not trust him. He is too eager. With a yes, my liege. No, my liege. You called, my liege. I think he would have my crown. I will have his head.
You have but to name him, sire.
I'm alone.
To name him, my liege.
Thomas a Becket, Archbishop of Canterbury. Is there a man among you who will rid me of this turbulent priest? He's a man of God. Which of you is not feared to strike the first blow?
I, Reginald Fitzurse, will strike the first blow, my liege.
Then swear upon my sword. I swear. At last, I shall be rid of Thomas a Becket! You called, my liege?
Your Majesty!
Go away!
Your Majesty!
Go away, I am busy!
Matters of state, Your Majesty.
Matters of state? I will not be long, my love. I will not be long. Matters of state, interrupt the king's bedroom! Cromwell, Cranmer, this could cost you your head!
Well, sire, but we have certain proof that the Queen has...
Come out with it, what?
Well, that the Queen has been unfaithful.
The Queen? Unfaithful? You mean she had a lover?
Yes, several, sire.
Who?
Sir Francis Weston.
Henry Norris.
Mark Smeaton.
To name but a few and others too numerous to mention.
The Queen! The Queen unfaithful! There's one thing I cannot stand. It's somebody who is unfaithful to me. I cannot stand infidelity! Unfaithful!
No, never, my lord.
Not you, my love. The Queen. Who's that fellow, Keith Michelle? The act of infidelity. Get a young lady at home. There's a knock on the door, and she opens the door, and there's a first man in there. He said, Mary, he said, your husband's asked me to pop in and tell you he's working late in the office. He'll not be home for 2 hours. She said, it's very nice of you. Will you come in and have a cup of tea? He said, I will indeed. I was sitting having a cup of tea and he was looking at it. He said, you know, Mary, I've always fancied you. She said, what about my husband? He said, I don't fancy him at all. I've always had a picture in my head of my arms circling around your minute little waist, your soft, voluptuous lips close to mine, and I see a picture in my head of you and I darting upstairs together and committing one of them deadly mortal sins. She said, what about my husband? He said, he won't be back for 2 hours. And besides that, if you and I go upstairs together, I have in my pocket for you £18, 18 shillings. She says, for me? £18, 18 shillings. If we go upstairs together, brought there. Happens he leaves 2 hours later, the husband comes back and she says, your friend popped in to tell me you were working late. He said, never mind that, did he give you my wages? The last moment of the last show. And at last, we come to the last sketch. What a nicer way to end the show than to have one last look at the longest lasting character of the series.
James.
It's all right, my love. I've had a very good life.
Oh, James.
I'm quite looking forward to going over to the other side. I think I'm going. A kiss before I go.
Oh, you've been such a good husband to me. We've had some happy times, haven't we, dear? Goodbye, my dear.
Oh, Peden stairs. I wouldn't wait if I were you. This is going to take a very long time.
We have come to the end of the series, and there are many people I would like to thank, and I do. 5 people who have been a tremendous help to me in the series. You've seen the faces, here are the names to go with the faces. Mr. Chris Searle. Dean Burford. Ronnie Bodie. Michael Shovel Martin.